Hey guys! So, this week, as you can see, I'm kinda gotten into the Halloween fall spirit early, because it's my favorite time of year. And I was chatting with my buddy Val, who I tend to do a lot of collabs with, and is my co-host on the ArtRambles podcast, that, maybe we should open up early for Halloween/fall theme commissions. Since I already opened up for some fall commissions at the time of recording this, I thought it would just be fun to work on. And so she wanted to do a double stream where she started to work on it and we were bouncing ideas off. And for once, I actually have to talk, I want to talk about the picture. I don't get to do that often. And I know some people ask about it. And this time, the picture actually has to do with what I'm saying. So, as you can see, it's my character, Tetsu, the vampire, in an outfit that was designed by my friend, Val and I's, both of our friends, BezzyK here on YouTube. So, cut that out, Michelle. Anyway, BezzyK designed this cute little thing, because a long time ago, Kaylee used to do these little, Halloween Christmas gift chibi things, so that instead of, Christmas gifts to her friends, she would do these little Halloween chibis of our characters in Halloween costumes. And I got them, I got them for 2 years in a row, I think, before Kaylee stopped doing them. She was getting some backlash for it, which was fucking bullshit. But she decided, she's like, I just don't want to deal with the drama anymore, I don't want to do them, so no big deal to you, Kaylee. But they were super cute, and when I saw she did Tetsu as a little cute little vampire in this little outfit, I just fell in love with it, because a lot of things that people don't know is my first love is magic and witches, but my second love is actually vampires and the Victorian era. So it's really funny that she was able to design Tetsu, and even though it was such a tiny little chibi, I fell in love with the idea. So I was talking to Val about that, and she was like, hell yeah. And so I thought, because Val was thinking of a character for her to do, and I was thinking, oh, well, you're doing my main character, Tetsu, who, I'm kind of known for. But, wow, it sounds so fucking snooty. I didn't mean that to be a snooty thing. She's, my most drawn character. And, Val has one as well, and her name is Dovelli, I think I'm saying. I hope I pronounce it right. I'm probably pronouncing it wrong. But as, a zombie girl, and she was thinking of, a zombie Frankenstein hybrid thing, and we were thinking of them just messing around, and it's actually funny, because in character, Tetsu wouldn't actually act like this. She would probably be really shy and be like, oh, contact, because she's kind of like that person. But, hey, it's a fun little AU collab thingy, so why the fuck not? And so, we were talking it through, and we decided to open up for commissions of these. So if you guys want commissions, I'll have the info in the description below. Shameless plug, I know. But Val and I love doing collab commissions together, because what a lot of people don't realize with my style is that, for me, sketching is the hardest part. Coloring is easy. Sketching and getting it out for me has always been the most tedious part. Not that I don't love doing it, or I don't love my style, because I do, but, bitch, you give me something to color, I will have it done in no time flat. Well, as long as there's not a background. That takes longer, but, like everything. And Val is the exact opposite of me. She can sketch holy shit fast, really fast, which is why I'm really happy when she does her little in-stream sketch commissions, because whenever she offers them, she just gets them done, super quick. Totally worth it, in my opinion. She's a great person. Yeah. You're pimping out my friends, but that's because I support I do. And I wanted to talk a little bit about doing collabs, and getting a little overwhelmed and taking off more than you can chew, because that's something I've recently done, and I feel I should talk about it, and people like my little art talks rambles things, so I feel like it's something I should point out. And I've been getting, in the past I had gotten really a lot better at not getting myself too overwhelmed, taking on more than I could chew, and recently I'd been bad at that. And it must sound bad coming from oh, well, we're open for commissions and I'm talking about being overwhelmed, but this is a little different. When I'm coloring, I can shut my brain off and get them done quickly, so those are always no problem compared to when I do my own commissions. Not that I'm bashing on commissions, I do love doing my commissions, but for me, coloring, and I already sound like I'm on off tangent, but it has to do with this. I actually started my digital career, before I even realized it was a career, coloring other people's shit. Legally, I always looked up, free line arts and shit to color, but I would color so many things just as, a mindless thing to do, which is ironic, because I've tried some of those adult coloring books, and they just do not work for me. I don't know why, they just don't work, coloring other things online. And I just thought that, man, I need to push back because I got so excited with how big my channel's blown up recently that, you know, artists I admire and I've admired for, you know, a year plus were offering to do collabs with me, offering to talk to me, and saying they like my content. And so I took a little bit more than I could chew, but I have it under control because I have a certain rule. It's the same rule I have with art trades when I do collaborations, and that is whoever asks first has to get their half done first, and very few people who I've kind of said okay to haven't really gotten back to me, and it's been a few months, so now I'm just kind of like, okay, those collabs are not happening, and so I'm like, whew, it's a, you know, little thing off my back. And I just feel like that's something more people should probably talk about, is that it is so easy to get overwhelmed with something. To get so overwhelmed where you're like, oh crap, I only opened up for like XYZ commission slots, and I'm getting more, oh, I'm making so much money, this is great. And then you have what happened to me recently, and I'm usually really fast with commissions, but with us having to move back, and packing, and just life stress, and shit happening, and my phone going off. Fuck, what was I saying? Oh yeah, you know, those commissions I should have been able to get done in a week, and now I'm pushing week 3, and I'm working on them now, and I'm getting them done really quickly now, but it just proves that, you know, you gotta be careful what you wish for kind of thing, and you gotta be careful not to get too cocky. I'm not saying I got cock, but I did take on a couple of more commissions than I probably than I should have, and even though they were quickies, they're now ending up being longies, because I'm still working on them. And it happens to the best of us, and even with someone where, like, I actually am very happy with my time management skills, you can mess up. It's really easy, so you don't have to worry about being perfect. I think that's the whole plot of me rambling on about this, is that no one needs to be perfect. I don't want you stressing yourself out, because a lot of people come to me for advice, and they're like, oh, what should I do, this, oh my god, what am I doing, I'm getting to it. It's like, art should first and foremost be something you're passionate about doing. I'm not saying it won't be stressful, because there's going to be stressful times in your life. There's stressful times in everybody's life. But you don't want it to be like, oh crap, I'm behind on so many commissions and I need more money, and now I'm stressing because I have to open up again. And, you know, and that's what I'm trying to say, is a lot of people think that, like, I'm perfect. I've actually got people be like, oh wow, you know, you're so good at this and that, and I'm like very flattered, but I'm like, I'm not perfect. I'm a person. People make mistakes, and you can make little mistakes like that, but the big thing is that you should know when you're getting too overwhelmed and getting too, you know, nervous and stressed out, is when to say no. And I think that's a big problem. I know I had this in the past. I definitely did, where you know, I had bills to pay, I had shit to do, and I could use the money. And so I remember I took on commissions that were way above what I should have been taking on. They were way too stressful, and they really weren't worth the money. And I think back now, and I'm like, was it really worth it? I mean, yeah, I was a young kid, and I could have used the money, but then it's like, I think back, and the money I had from it wasn't that much, and it wasn't really worth it, and all the stress and everything was just getting to me, and it caused me to actually create less art because I was just dreading working on them. And not that that's happening now, life's happening now, because, you know, we gotta move an entire, like, everything we kind of own back over to, you know, Cody's in-laws and everything. So what I was trying to say was that, you know, if you're feeling too overwhelmed, if you're thinking that, oh, you know, I promised people XYZ, if, as bad as it is to say, if it's not like an art trade and they already have their half done, or they've paid you for it, you don't have to do anything. I can't tell you how many times I've won Carabons and raffles, and I've never gotten my prizes. Now, a lot of people get super pissed off, and I've had some people tell me, like in my commission scam video, where, oh yeah, I won this raffle like 3 years ago, and I still never got it, and I'm gonna sound like a douche here, but it's true. It's a free raffle. They don't have to give it to you. I'm still working on mine. I'm very lucky. The people who won my raffle are very understanding and haven't been assholes, and they understand that this is free stuff I'm doing in between my work time. And a lot of people don't understand that, and I feel like that also has to do with stress and stuff. When it's something that isn't a service, isn't it? Wasn't like, no money was exchanged, no trades were exchanged. You don't owe anyone anything. It's a free thing you are offering. And again, yeah, people might get a little upset and a little nah, but a free raffle is nothing like, it's nothing like it's nothing like a commission. It's nothing like that. And yeah, we'll just leave it there, and I hope you guys enjoy the little picture, and as always, I will see you guys next time. Bye!
Stairs and screams. When I was a child watching the evil in this city, I heard holy voices